Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Yeah, I've had a really rough few days. My hand, as you can see, is yeah, not at its best. Yeah, so struggling a little bit. Okay, so not entirely sure where I was up to in the last video that I did, so I'm just going to show you all of the kits to show you the progress that has been made. Okay, so I've worked on the Cauldron twice, done a little bit up here where that purple is. That was just sort of finishing off threads. Majority of it has been down here. This section here is pretty much done. There is one symbol down here that needs to be done, but down here, sorry, but there isn't many in this area of that symbol, so I'm leaving it until I reach a part where I'm going to thread my needle to do that colour, or that symbol, sorry. So yeah, I've left that. There's a few of them just sort of dotted around the edge here, but the majority of that corner is done. So I've started moving along and up a little bit. I've all this done here and here. There's a big bit going down there. And I've moved across a little bit as well with this. So that is the Cauldron. The picture should have shown you to begin with, but my mind is just all over the show. So that is the Cauldron. There we go. That's the Cauldron. So I've worked on that for a couple of days. I have been doing wheel spins. Sometimes it's, majority of the time, believe it or not, it has landed on free choice. So all the kits have now been started. I've started all of them. I've worked on the Cauldron a couple of times. What's this one? Just picking them randomly out of the box here. Okay, this is the witch's hat. I'm going to work on this one maybe twice. Where have we worked? Not really up top. Okay, so not done a great deal on this one. There's some added in here, but the majority of it has come in here. So I must have only worked on that for one day. So yeah, that's the witch's hat. Some of these won't have a lot of progress done on them because obviously they've been feeling a bit rubbish, and my hand being the way it is at the moment, I've got a lot of pain here in this joint, and then obviously those two fingers are definitely sore. That definitely a big no. Okay, so the next one, I believe this one is the Autumn House, which I shall tell you momentarily. Yes, this is the Autumn House. It really is a rubbish picture anyway. Oh, and I've still got a thread attached here. Let's add that into where it should be, or what symbol it matches. That one. So let's put that in there out of the way. Do that for now. And this is, right, there we go. Again, not a massive amount done on this either. There's this bit here. Some of this grey colour has been added in. What else have we got? I could feel it then. There's just little bits dotted about over there. The bulk of it is down here though. Some little bits over here that I've done. So yeah. So I wrap this thread back up. I obviously got this ready to stitch on and then decided that I didn't feel up to it, so sorry, not the camera, didn't mean to. Okay, what's this one? This is the star. Also, it's a rubbish picture. But if you're wanting to see any of these, they are all on Biggest Craft. That's where I bought them from. Okay, so hold on, we have stuff going on here. Right, okay. Where have we worked? I don't think we've worked at the top. Yeah, I remember when I was working on this one. This one is extremely confettied. Really bad. So I mean, you're not even going to be able to tell what I've worked and what I haven't, but there's just bits and pieces sort of down this bottom end. You're not going to be able to really tell, to be fair, because it was just a case of you know, pick a colour, wait till that thread run out, pick another colour, wait till that thread run out, or a symbol, sorry. So yeah, it was a lot of stopping and starting, so not a lot of progress was made on that one, but I think I only worked on that for one day anyway. So what have we got here? This one is the cabinet. Now this is the one that I started on the 30th of September. I haven't worked on it since then. I don't think I've picked it again in the free choice, and I don't think it's come out in the spin. This is the cabinet. I was doing it all down the bottom on this one. So yeah, I've worked all this across this the bottom of the cabinet here. Moved along this edge here. There's some bits and pieces that have been added in, sort of going up to use up threads and things. But yeah, that's what I've worked so far on the cabinet. Like I say, I don't think that's actually come out in a spin that I've done. I think that has literally just been that one day. And this is the Autumn Fox. I know a lot of people like this one, and I don't blame you. It is an absolutely awesome picture. I don't think I could have picked any better for an autumn picture than this one, to be fair. Oh look, we've got thread here as well. We've got a needle here as well. Okay, so oh gosh, this red colour here I've added in, and it's almost like a purpley there, and then these sort of beigey brown tones here, you know, tans, I've added in, and that's all I've done on the fox. Not worked up top. Oh, I have. Hang on, I might have just done that just to use up some thread. Yeah, because there's just like, there's a little bit here and there's a little bit here. So I think I've just tried to use up thread there with that. So that's the progress on all of the kits so far. I do apologise, you know, greatly for the fact that I've not been around. I've been sort of MIA, but I had the pneumonia and the flu vaccines at the same time. That wasn't the plan. The plan was for me to just have the pneumonia vaccine, but I was supposed to have the flu vaccine as well. So when I went for my pneumonia vaccine, the nurse said, you know, oh, you've got to have the flu vaccine as well. I said, yes, I know. 1 second. I said, yes, and I know. Don't you start whining. Sorry, that was Millie there crying. She wants me to take her for a walk. Yeah, I totally lost my... That was it. The nurse said to me, you know, you're supposed to have the flu jab as well. I said, yeah. She said, have you got an appointment for that? I said, no. She went, well, how would you feel about having them both today? I said, well, to be perfectly honest, if they're going to make me feel like rubbish for a couple of days, we may as well do them at the same time, and then I get those rubbish couple of days out of the way, and I don't have to go through it again. So I ended up having both of the vaccines. So yeah, and they have made me feel a bit rubbish. I slept a lot yesterday. Today I didn't want to get up either, but I've sort of forced myself because there's things that need doing, you know, cleaning, just household chores that need doing. So I forced myself to get up and, you know, get a few things done. You can probably hear my washing machine and my dryer going. I haven't taken the Mills for her WALK yet because I keep going a little bit sort of dizzy, a little bit off balance, and I don't want to be out walking if that's going to happen. So, yeah, I'll probably ask my daughter to take her later on. And we'll get that done that way, I think. What else have we been up to? Nothing at all. Yeah, Friday was when I had the jabs, the vaccinations, Friday morning. So I literally, sorry folks, I literally went there, had them and came straight home and prepared myself for feeling like absolute rubbish. In all honesty, that's what happened. So, Friday I did nothing, Saturday I did nothing, today it's just household chores and a video for you guys. That's the extent of my plans. What an exciting life I lead. In other news, the Facebook page is now up and running. Go and get joined in. It's the exact same name as this channel here, Stitch with Shelby. So yeah, go and join, and you know, I can't wait to see what you're all working on. You know, completed things. I can't wait to see. I love to see. So yeah, head over there to Facebook and join the Facebook group, and you know, we can chit chat over there, and yeah, I get to see all your fabulous work. Yeah, you get to see mine all the time. Well, not all the time, just recently, but you know what I mean. You get to see mine. I never get to see any of you guys. So yeah, head over to the Facebook group, get joined, and yeah, I can have a look at everybody's work over there. So that will be fun. Okay, so we need to do a wheel spin for today, don't we? Oh gosh, this hand off, honestly. But it's so difficult because I'm right-handed. And the consultant did say, you know, keep using your hand as far as possible, kind of thing. I probably just advertised my PIN number on there then, didn't I? Never mind. You guys can't get my tablet, so. Oh, come on. Oh, we're going to have an ad now. Well, that can be a whole lot quieter. Yeah, that can be a whole lot more quieter than that as well. There we go. So, yeah. I have been doing spins. Like I said, majority of the time it's been landing on free choice. So to begin with the free choice, I was just picking kits that I hadn't already started and starting them. And obviously now everything's started. I don't know. Guess I'm just picking ones that I like. I mean, I like them all, but yeah, the star, that's some heavy duty work, that is, because it's so confettied. It really is. At least with the others you've got some sort of big areas, but with the star, my word, it is just difficult. Not in a sense of, you know, the stitches are difficult, because obviously it's just a cross stitch. It's just stopping and starting and time consuming. It's, yeah, right. Let's see what we're gonna do for today. The witch's hat. Ta-da! Okay, I'm gonna get this sorted, folks, and I'll be right back to you. Okay, folks, I am back. So we've got the witch's hat. This picture's actually better than the one on the paper. So I was working on the bottom. I've decided to come up to the top now and do some up here. Okay, so let's just poke the needle in somewhere and then zoom in. I haven't got my thimble. 1 second, folks. Can't work without my thimble, because otherwise I end up with a sore finger. So, oh yeah, we're working on this symbol here, and it is colour number 3750. I'll probably bring you in a bit more. There we go. So, how is everybody? What's everybody been up to? Hope everyone's having a much better time than I am at the moment. Yeah, it's no fun. It's no fun at all, especially considering, you know, I'm not on any meds now for it. I'm waiting to speak to the nurse again. Which, if she doesn't get in touch with me, I won't be speaking to her until the 8th of November, I think it is. So, yeah. Bit of a wait there for that one. So, I mean, the fact that I've not heard from her, she must be happy with the fact that I'm not on any of the medications now. I also haven't heard back from respiratory. So I'm still none the wiser as to what's going on there. I did speak to the nurse on Friday when I was there. I got on with that nurse, that particular nurse, really well. I've been seeing her for a long time. She's helped me through a lot of stuff. You know, she knows what's gone on with me. She knows my history. So, yeah, I like going to see her. But you can't choose which nurse you see, unfortunately. It just so happens that I did get to see her on Friday. So I asked her about my blood results for my MCV that I had. She said if it was done by the hospital, it won't be on their system. So I'm still none the wiser as to whether my MCV has gone down or not. What else did I ask her? Oh yeah, I mentioned to her about respiratory and all that sort of stuff, and you know, they'd found something on these scans, but I don't know what it is, and blah blah blah. And she just said, listen, she says, it can affect your lungs. You can grow nodules in your lungs. She said, so perhaps that's what it is. But because it's your lungs, it has to be passed on to respiratory. They are the ones that deal with it. I was like, right. Okie dokie. So, yeah. No more news to report on any of that sort of stuff because I have no more news. I am none the wiser. So, yeah, it's just waiting around for doctors and nurses and things to get back in touch with me, I suppose. Which is a bit rubbish for me, but hey, what can I do? Not a whole lot. So yeah. I don't know how long this stitch with me will last for, but yeah, it's I'll try. I'm not able to stitch for long periods of time at the minute because of my hand. It is quite painful. So you know, I'm trying not to put too much pressure on the needle when I hold it, and I am trying not to move my fingers around too much because that causes it to hurt too. Oh, I don't know. I'm at a loss. I really am. But on the plus side, in a month's time, I'll be putting my Christmas tree up. Yes, I am aware that in a month's time it will be November. But for all of my life, from when I was a child, the Christmas tree has always gone up before my birthday. As a child, I used to have like birthday parties at home. So the Christmas tree would always be up, ready for my birthday parties. So all of my life, the Christmas tree has gone up in November. My birthday is the 29th of November. So yeah, my tree has always gone up in November, and it has continued to do so into my adult years. I've got no plans to change that. I do enjoy having my Christmas tree up. I think it adds a little bit of sparkle to the room, you know, when the lights are on and it's evening time. And yeah, I love having my Christmas tree up. My son loves having my Christmas tree up as well. He actually didn't want me to take it down in January this year. So yeah, next month Christmas tree goes up. Cannot wait. Yeah, like I say, I've got my birthday on the 29th. So yeah, I don't tend to do much for it anymore. The last big hurrah should have been my 40th, but that was during COVID, so everything was closed, so nothing ended up happening, you know, nothing special. It wasn't really celebrated. In fact, my parents came round and I cooked a meal for everybody. I don't know how that worked out, but yeah, I ended up cooking for everybody for my birthday meal. So yeah, I have zero plans for that to happen again this year. None at all. we were looking this year for Christmas dinner on Christmas Day. We were looking to actually go to a pub near us that we usually go to for celebrations and things. They do lovely food, and they offer like a Christmas Day package. They're open Christmas Day, so my dad said, you know, to give your mum a rest, let's you know, let us see how much it's going to be for us to all go there for Christmas dinner. Needless to say, we are not going there for Christmas dinner. The last time I was there, I picked up a leaflet. Sorry, just checking there's no more before I end this off. No, right. Yeah, last time I was there, I picked up a leaflet about Christmas dinners and things. And for myself, the 2 children, and my parents, it would be £300. So, yeah, we're not going. We are not going. Cannot at all justify spending that much money for Christmas dinner. I mean, it's £60 per person. It absolutely ridiculous. I mean, it's a 4-course meal, but the thing is, we at home for Christmas dinner, we never have a starter. We just have our dinner and we have our pudding, and then we'll have like a cup of tea or something, or a coffee afterwards, you know, possibly a glass of wine with dinner or whatever, you know. So we wouldn't eat a 4-course meal anyway, you know. We wouldn't eat the starter, and we wouldn't eat like the cheese and biscuits and things afterward. We wouldn't eat it, you know, so it'd be wasted anyway. So yeah, we're not going. Ow, did anybody just hear that click? That was that knuckle. Sometimes all I have to do is move it and it clicks and it hurts. Oh, the joys. Oh, the joys. Right, so let me find where we are now. We're over here. Can everybody see? I am in frame. Let's zoom in a bit. There we go. Excellent. Okay. So, yeah, it will be, as normal, Christmas dinner at my parents' house. So, yeah. Oh, dear Lord. And then Boxing Day, I always cook. So, yeah. When I get back from my parents on Christmas Day, you know, it's not all relaxing and chilling and, you know, whatever. That's when I have to start cooking, ready for the next day. Because obviously I need my oven for certain things. So I'll cook, like my pigs in blankets, because I make my own. So I'll cook those first. And then, you know, wait for them to cool down, and then they go in the fridge. And then I'll have one of my meats in the slow cooker. Usually the beef. And then the other meat will go into the oven in my cooker, which will be gammon. My mum brings turkey left over from Christmas Day. So we have 3 meats on Boxing Day. And then me and the kids are left eating said meats for about a week. No, in all fairness, the kids don't really eat much of the beef. I mean, I cook the beef until it literally falls apart. None of this pink inside. No, I can't eat meat like that. I'm sorry, but I can't. So mine gets cooked so that it literally falls apart. Doesn't mean it's dry. because it's not. You know, it cooks for, gosh, between 8 and 10 hours in its own juices. So, and a little bit of water. So yeah, it's not dry at all. But the kids, you know, the kids will eat it on the dinner, but you know, like I'll sit and pick at it. Oh, there's that beef in the fridge, and I'll just get it out, get a plate, and then just sit and pick at it and eat it. Yeah, I'm terrible. The gammon, however, doesn't last 5 minutes because the kids love it. So, you know, it can be there at night time when I go to bed, and then I'll get up in the morning and I'll be like, oh, well, that disappeared overnight then. You know, the kids would have been down like little mice in the night and snuck it out the fridge and sat nibbling on it. So what I tend to do is, if I want any of it extra, I'll take some, you know, some of the slices, and I'll put it in with the beef, because I know they won't go for that. Put it in with the beef, and then they don't know it's there. And then I still get some gammon as well as my beef. The turkey we don't tend to have a lot of left over, because obviously it's done us for 2 days, you know, it's done us for Christmas Day and Boxing Day. So there doesn't tend to be a massive amount, because my mum doesn't buy a full turkey, because none of us eat meat on the bone. So we don't eat legs, we don't eat wings. Occasionally we'll eat legs, but not often. Only if I've marinated them in barbecue and, you know, cooked them. So my mum just tends to get a big turkey crown, so it doesn't last a massive amount of time. So yeah, my son keeps telling me off because, you know, I'm talking about Christmas and I'm, you know, mentioning Christmas presents and, you know, asking him what he wants for Christmas. And he's like, Mum, it's October. I'm like, yes, but you don't understand. As a parent, I cannot leave it all to the last minute, because I have your, you know, your presents to buy, Nan and Grandad's presents to buy. You know, I always get presents. I'm sad. I get presents for the dogs. I have the dogs' presents to buy. You know, I'm sorry, Christmas Day you can't leave the dogs out. You know, doggos have to get presents. Yeah, so, you know, I have everybody's presents to buy, plus I have, you know, a massive Christmas food shop to do. You know, it has a lot of extra things in it that we wouldn't normally have. You know, like 2 big pieces of meat, for example. I wouldn't normally buy those. So, you know, it's a lot of expense to put into 1 month. But obviously kids don't understand that, do they? So, you know, I like to get the presents out of the way sort of end of October, beginning of November. And then obviously that leaves me the way then for the rest of, you know, everything else that I need to get. Millie is now on the sofa next to me snoring, so I don't know if you guys can hear her. But she's giving it a good go. Right, yeah, that's all done in that bit, so I may as well end this thread off because there's only a little tiny bit left. And if I don't end it, I'm just going to be adding like 3 stitches in and then ending it anyway. So, and to be perfectly honest, I don't usually leave a lot of thread anyway. I usually work pretty close to the knuckle as far as the threads are concerned. So yeah, we've got them 2 little bits there done, that one there. and that one there. So, you know, as far as I can, I will, you know, carry on. Although, to be honest, I don't know how much I'm going to get done today, because, you know, it is pretty sore. My hand, that is. So yeah, I don't know how much I'll get done. I don't know. So yeah, I'm blown away, as always, with all the comments of support and the kind words and the well wishes and the prayers and everything else, all the good stuff. You know, you guys are amazing. You know, I couldn't ask for better subscribers. I really couldn't, because you're so supportive, you know. But I suppose this is due to my honesty as well. You know, I do keep you completely in the loop as to what's going on with my health. And over the past sort of few days, I've noticed I have lost a few subscribers, and that's absolutely fine. You know, I'm not going to be able to please everybody all of the time. I'm just doing my best. And it just seems at the moment that, you know, I'm struggling. I am struggling. I actually sat last night and cried. The first time, really, I actually literally sat and sobbed, because I just thought, what is my life now? What has my life become? You know, it's just one illness after another, after another, after another, and when does it end? You know, when do I get a break? So yeah, I did get quite emotional and upset last night. But I sort of got it out of my system, and then said, come on girl, pull yourself together. You know, pull up your big girl pants. We can do this. And, you know, yeah, cracked on. So yeah, you know, the support from you guys is amazing. I literally can't ask for more from you guys. I really can't. You know, I'm not going to end my channel. Don't worry about that. I'm not going to disappear on you. I will always come back. It just depends on, you know, how I'm feeling and what's happening with this, for starters. You know, it's, yeah, I will always come back. I've got no plans to leave my channel or end my channel or anything like that. I'm not going anywhere. Yeah, so don't be worried about that, folks. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere. My channel is here to stay. Like I say, I have started the Facebook group now. It is open to join, so it's public. So if you search for it in Facebook, Stitch with Shelby, then you should find it. Yeah. So head over there, folks, and join in. And, you know, that way I get to see what everybody else is working on too. So, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like this video, please do give it a like, and if you haven't already subscribed, then please consider subscribing, and if you can think of anybody else that might enjoy my videos, then please do give me a share. So until next time, which hopefully won't be too long, I might even be back tomorrow, you know, depending on how I'm feeling. At the minute I'm feeling like unbelievably hot. That's just sort of come on all of a sudden. So yeah, we'll see how I am tomorrow, but I will be back within the next few days, at the very least. So yeah, until then, folks, take care of yourselves and each other. Okay, bye bye.